Alright, so I'm sure some of you guys are tired of seeing Siege, but for those looking to climb at the end of the season, this is probably one of the stronger decks that you could run right now. I think it's going to be one of the best options for Northern Realms. I played against the Mutagenerator version of Siege, and we can completely crush them because we have more control tools. So just something to think about, right? Maybe you're tired of getting steamrolled with the other version. You could try this version. Maybe you're playing more boosty decks and you're playing against a lot of, control matchups. This could be maybe an option for you. And I enjoyed playing it for what it's worth. It's not your typical deck. I did put a little bit of the Revenant's flavor into it. I got the Revenant here and the Vincent, just that's the little package. You could go and take Vincent out if you think it's just not a serious card to play and put a lock. That would be my alternative, right? Or you could put Peller in the Bronze End and you could put Xavier there or something like that. But I just thought it was pretty good. The previous version had the War Chariot, but I've been finding that this Vincent, when the tech works, it plays for a lot, and when it doesn't work, let's say we only have a 5 we can set down, it's really not all that bad because it still synergizes with the Kaedweni, but the value that this can get off like a Melusine or something like that, or She Who Knows, is just unparalleled. So it's one of those things that I have in here. I don't think it's a make or break for games, but to go through the list here, basically what we have is the Stockpile leader. So the order spawns a volunteer on an allied row and then reduces the cooldown of Northern Realms units in that row by 1. We have 3 charges. We can go on to get additional 2 charges with King Radovid here. So deploy. If the base version of your leader has more than 1 charge, give it an additional charge, order, repeat that. So that's how we're getting the other 2 charges here. I used to have one of the siege supports in the deck, and I found that there were so many other cards that I wanted to run that I decided to take it out. But that would be a good card to, have to help set up Radovid. But most often, guys, you shouldn't really lose them. If they take a muzzle to take him, you already have the deploy. If they take Heatwave on it, it's not really all that bad because you still got the deploy. So I just kind of accepted that. I felt like there was cooler things in the Bronze End that we could put. In this case, Squirrel would be really good. Kaedweni Revenant has a lot of synergy with it for getting crew, but also just to clean up, the stuff that we've pinged, right? So that's kind of the play in the Bronze End that I opted to go for instead. But there you have it. So Amphibious Assault's going to be one of our consistency cards. It has Echo, so we can play it twice. We get to play a Northern Realms unit from our deck with a provision cost of 9 or less, and boost it by 1 for each provision below the limit. So most often, we're actually going to be going and looking for a 5 or down, right? So it's going to boost it quite a bit because it's 4 below the provision limit. So you're getting great boosts off it. You could still tutor Vincent, John, and full test off of it. You cannot tutor anything above the 8, right? Because we don't have any 9s, and obviously 10 plus is not really what you're looking for. Ideally, you want to tutor full test Pride off the Henselt and benefit a bit more from the boosts from taking Amphibious for the bronzes, but that's just the backup way to get it, right? Henselt would be our second way for consistency. We get to play a crew unit from our deck, and then whenever adjacent units cooldown decreases, boost self by the same amount. So we have, again, lots of cards with cooldown we can put beside this card, such as the Caraballista, the Reinforced Ballista, we have the Siege Towers, and the Envoy. All that, but of course the full test Pride. So make sure you sandwich some cards beside this, so we get the big payoff from Henselt. When played correctly, Henselt himself could be 14, 15 points, right? And then the units beside obviously just contributing to that. So, try to hold on to this card and try not to just take it for a thin on a siege tower or something small unless you have to, right? Typically you want to put something beside Henselt that you're going to be taking the winch on because it makes a huge difference. So I tend to stick with Caraballista or Full Test Pride. I think Karathi, Heatwave, and Muzzle are both 2 really good options for removal. So these play well into mirror matches. We have Heatwave for a Mutagenerator or their scenario. We've got Muzzle to take away their Henselt, a Caraballista, or their Full Test Pride. This plays really well into the Melusine combination. Heatwave, Sigvald, Vigo's Muzzle, the Melusine, and Squirrel, whatever else, right? We have lots of options to deal with multiple threats. All those triple Gurney or Meta Breaker decks where they hide something like behind a defender. Kelly's another example. We'd basically just get rid of one from grave, Heatwave 1, Seize 1, and we pretty much have most of those combinations broke down. Now, pretty simple, right? Seize it, we're taking it, it's coming to our side of the playing field, it's out of their position forever. Now, Foltest Pride has a resupply, so whenever we play something with a Warfare tag, it's going to be ticking down this card. And the orders damage an enemy by 2 and adjacent to 1, cooldown 4, crew set the cooldown to 2. Make sure you get crew before you click the order for the first time, otherwise it's going to say 4, right? But if you place it, use a leader charge, you have the crew, and then you can start using it. So that's kind of how you do it. The previous version had Boiling Oil, but I found that Bombardment had a higher point ceiling. So that's kind of what I opted to do in this case. You could throw in a Boiling Oil if you like. I just found that a lot of the threats right now were above 5 and I wasn't getting much value on it, right? So that's pretty much why I took out the Boiling. But John is able to tutor out Amphibious or Reinforcements, which can make a copy of one of our Bronze Siege engines. Plays really well if we have a damage down Care Ballista, if we need another Ballista, if, whatever else we need, right? We can make another Revenant if we really want to. So we have options with it there. It also tutors out the winches and the bombardments, so plenty cards for John. You should never have a situation where John doesn't work, basically, right? So that's kind of it. Care Ballista, another card with resupply, another card with resupply. So we want to have a lot of Warfare cards because they're all benefiting from it, right? Every time we play one of these, it's going to be big payoffs. So make sure you have that there. Obviously, formation means we could play it on the ranged row. It's going to get an extra point. Or we could play it on melee and use the order right away. However, this one here is locked to range row, so be careful with that. Again, Vincent locked to melee, so that's kind of the idea. The Siege Masters get the thin. If they're in hand and we play a siege, these will thin out and basically help us create crew on the board, which is nice. They have an ability of reducing cooldown by 1, so that's pretty effective too. Little extra points there. It just makes sense to have something like that in the deck. This deck does thin out pretty well, right? Bombardment, just a huge point slam for damage. You want to get out as many siege engines as you can first before you use this, unless you already have, let's say, 1 down and, something's between 4 and 6 and you just want to remove it with the resupply. You can go and do bombardment like that, but normally you try to copy as many engines as you can. Slam down bombardments after you use your orders, get to use your orders again, and just try and wipe the board. So that's kind of the way to go about it. Winch just reduces cooldown and boosts something by 5. We have 2 good options here. We have a third really good option here. We have budget options within the tower and the ballista. You don't really want to do those. It's mainly the big 3, but again, if you have to, you can. Envoy, just for consistency, we want to make sure we're pulling into our good cards because we have certain cards that can't be tutored by anything. So having this in here is very effective, and I find when I take it out, I need it, and when I have it, I don't always need it, but it's one of those things at least we have to be safe. And if we get a pass round in round 2 or something like that, or we're so far ahead we have time to play something like this, we can go ahead and take that opportunity. Squirrel just plays for 1,000,000 points in the meta right now. There's so many things we want to get rid of forever from the game, so that's pretty much it. And again, just backup crew options, good points over a long round in the siege towers, and then Kaedweni Revenant's just an overall value play. I didn't want to commit to 2. I think 1's really nice. It kind of techs in. It's not the play, but it's certainly a play, and if the opponent focuses too much on removing this, maybe something else can stick that could be a bigger threat. So that's pretty much it, guys. I have 5 or 6 games for you guys today with live commentary for reference, and to give you some perspective, I took the deck, I fumbled back to like 2410 MMR, and in one play session, one sitting, I took it 6-1, and we got to 2452 or 2453. So this is the one that I'm going to make my biggest push with this season because I'm on peak right now. We've got about a week left of the season, just under like 4 days, give or take, not even a week. And I'm trying to keep that top 500, so this will be the one. I like it quite a bit. Maybe I'll fumble around with Vincent, but I think it's fun for now. Enjoy the deck, guys. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you later on today with a stream. But for now, let's get into the gameplay. So we got Stockpile coming up here first, and ours will be a little bit different than theirs. This feels like a later thing. Squirrel could be good for the amphibious. This feels a little bit slow to push. It's probably that goes. Oh, Nero. So they're Muta? Okay. I think the difference here would be them getting all that carryover and us not. So I'm going to say we heatwave that, because they won't be able to deal with my scenario. Okay. So we got scenario out and Muta in the same round. I think I just saved mine.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
John into bombardment would be kind of nice. We don't have muzzle access, but I feel like at this point John takes a thin, doesn't he?
Gather over to Mary.
Now, if they use their orders, we can float the Rev. This is gonna hurt. It's only 17, nothing though. We'll play this and try to take this out. Or provoke them to play this. Is it going to be the Onero that we get rid of? Or is it going to be...
I've had men killed for less.
I mean, they'll play regardless. We'll take away the Onero.
Left, right.
So here's the thing. They won round 1. If I can get rid of it round 2 on a dry pass, then we can get scenario down first in round 3, which is massive. That's assuming we find him though, right? We'll put this back. There we go. Winch is actually good. The amount of points I'm going to get in this matchup from Vincent might not be as great as you think. So maybe that's the play. And we'll have to see if they try and jam. It's possible, but I don't know what they would jam at this point. Muta and... I think I do... We do some carryover, right? It's just the one, I believe. They got no carryover from their like scenario. Well, the scenario is spent. Mutagenerator spent. We have scenario. We didn't spend really any gold cards. Maybe Heatwave in round 1, so we're doing all right. What do we got going on here? This comes out. Yeah, I mean, we got pretty much everything we need. But let's see. I feel like we can make this work, but I can always go back for it. That's a bit better, I think. Yeah, it's a pretty good hand. Here. And then if we have to pull something other, yeah, this works. You're gonna try and play that low unit style, and then we'll wait for him.
I pass on every 10th round.
There we go. It's just about keeping that board control, right? So they'll play this one here. Bring that back. I mean, it does for 6, but it stays. What else would I pull, you know? I'd pull this, maybe. I don't think we do, though. I think we wait a little longer.
Might not like me, but you sure as shit need me.
Actually, this could be pretty good, so when they go to take full test Pride, you can make a 1 power, it has 1 armor. I think that's the plan. That's gonna be, yeah. Push that back. We take that. It's gonna make our bombardment better. Okay, I feel pretty good about this one, guys. Look, yeah, even if the whole full test thing doesn't work out. That's a fair amount of damage. We'll just take it like this. They take theirs, I take mine. I have more engines, I can't get through them all. That's all. Two more. They do get rid of this one and this one, though. through. Okay. Alright, we got a meta breaker here, Overwhelming Hunger. I'm pretty well prepared for anything they have, though, because all the text we've got for control, like this could be huge. If this is V, then this is like so good, first of all. Actually, V's the only thing that could be kind of scary. And it's actually pretty strong, so I need a couple tall punish. I got the one, I need Heat Wave. Squirrel is not going to be very good unless they have Onero. Okay, we have Amphibious Access, we've got Radovid out here round 1, we've got a bunch of engines. Nothing in the way of thinning. Maybe one of these goes. Heat Wave's actually pretty good here. I mean, this is the hand that I can play down quite well. Maybe we just take it like that then. Here. Take the extra points, give it Veil, call it. Let's see if they're slap a defender down or if they're slap a Slizzard down. Okay, it's defender. Just Heat Wave that because it's too much armor on the cave troll, honestly. Chipping through it's really annoying. Ah, oh no. Let's take it. There we go. Easy. Alright, we got Firesworn coming up here next. And if it's the spam with the Inquisitor, like the Helveed, and all that stuff, it's going to be terrifying. But we do have lots of control. I think that if we're being pushed on blue, we can't really have Squirrel. But we do have some tempo. I want to be able to save the scenario, right? Let's see, I think Vincent goes back. How tall are they really going in this matchup? It's not this specific matchup that I'm teching for with that card. It's more for Skellige, monsters, stuff like that, so. Sometimes Precision Strike too. Winch goes. That's actually pretty good. Here.
I pass on every 10th round.
Just play half the deck in one turn, no big deal. Okay, so Junior removes it, yes. Everything else, no. Let's see if we can get... Wow. If they do have Junior, the way they're going to take out the 9 plus the 3 is going to be horrible. That's the Fallen Knights.
A handful who still wear the colours. To trade in fish tank.
That's the muzzle. Yup. We take because we can. I'm gonna let these sit for now. We'll start getting Fallen Knight boosts when we go ahead and we take the Kaedweni, right? I just have a couple cards that I want to play. Okay, so they are doing it. Here. Just let them know what's up, you know? Yeah, put an end to that right now. They could flip these, they can't flip this. It's kind of the idea. We like long round against them, don't we? Here. Is there anything I need to give crew? No. So even if they pass on this, like, I think it's just fine. We'll just play in and get that charge, because, yeah, 100%. Just showing you guys a little bit more of the mechanics for the deck. Right click. Take this on formation, because we want to know what's going on. John's great card to have. We got rid of the Fallen Knights, so they don't have as many for later on. They're going to have to start dumping stuff so that they can take it back with Hemmelfart. Board management could be a problem for them. Obviously, they're going to have the Inquisitor, so we have to keep removal for that. Good removal for that could be one of these two, right? So, something to think about. Maybe one of these for Fallen Knight, this for the Inquisitor. But, that's pretty much it here. Right? We don't need to do anything else. I don't think we overcommitted. We played Muzzle, but that's a good Muzzle. And then we played Radovid, and that's carryover. They took Ulrich for carryover and didn't get the carryover. So. Amphibious. This can go a little slow. That's not bad. I like to say I like this in this deck. Or this hand even in this game. Yeah, we pretty much have everything. You know, and I think it's worth... I feel like it's worth extra mulligan. Realistically, like... It would be kind of cool if we drew this, so then we can take, like, this or this off John. But... I'm going to give it to them. I'm just going to let them have the round. Like, don't even play into 7. There's no point. We're down 2 cards anyways. They should be playing something, right? Okay, they're taking carryover. They have nothing for resurrection. These 2 cards only. So we gotta kill the Cirrus, and then we can start killing everything else. I still don't think it's Squirrel. Yeah, let's put back one of these. I'll put back one of those. That's actually not bad. Look, John goes that, and then maybe that, sure. We have everything. They are Devotion as well. Yeah, I feel good. Okay, look. We pretty much have all our sieges, too. We only spent the 1.
Who spilled my ink? Confess or be damned!
They really want this play to stick. I have to go and play the scenario, otherwise it just gets pretty ugly. So let's just get this thing started, you know? I feel like it's a race. Binsey? I see what you're doing. I mean, that's a great heat wave. Here. I want to say we put this down. Okay, there we go. We're taking this out. Vincey's really good here, actually. Look at that. It's kind of looking like we take a Henselt, isn't it? Here, actually. I need space on this row as well. Take that. that. We're gonna run out of time though. Come on. Good enough. One more space for John too. It kind of works out. I don't know. John, yeah, it's tough. Because we want John to fit, but we want Vincent to fit. And we're kind of getting close on space here. 5, 6, 7, 8. We got one space. I feel like it's John before it's Vincent, but...
Yes, you! Have you made your offering?
Let's get rid of Bincy.
Dark clouds gather over to Marianne.
It might just be John for the actual bombardment. There we go. Games that we actually don't even need amphibious is crazy. Next we're gonna take Caraballista and start getting that online. We gotta get these two down ASAP. Yeah, we're breaking ourselves bad. Like, Siege should have been on ranged row. That's the little bit of an error, I guess. Maybe they can remove something, though. Okay. It's an overprofit.
Oh, you've done it now.
They take the one? Ah, okay. Well, we'll take a heat wave on that, I guess. Here. Actually, if I ping and I hit, and then I just take that out, that's the spender. There. I'm gonna include this game even though, like, I'm pretty upset about this being here when it should be here so that we can finish this, but I think it's just a win more thing at this point. Like, either of these is getting heat waved and there's nothing they can do about it. Damage a unit by 2? What if I just kill my own units? Damage an enemy unit by 2? Because if I kill... If I take that... That's out of the way. Now this can move. Good.
Alone shall you wander until the end
That's
of
a
days,
Helvete
cursed
kill,
and
isn't it?
shat upon.
Is Helvete the heat wave? Or no, Helvete's the Vincent. If we can avoid it. Wait, one. There's that. We take that. This goes down. And even though it's less points, we have to get rid of that because I know what they're going to do. It's going to be too expensive.
Might not like
I guess we'll take the 5 here.
sure as shit need me.
Nice. They concede, but guys, look, we have all these orders and we have a heat wave, so... We got Self Wound coming up here next. Be game number 3. I think that we're decently teched for the matchup, though. We got the Squirrel, we got the Muzzle, we got the Heat Wave, right? Tons of little pings going around, too. We can mind our own business here, play our own strategy, because, you know, we've got everything we need. So we'll keep that because we need it for next round. Even if we lose on even, I'm willing to keep just this ready to go. Draws feel kind of bad, right? I think what I'm going to do is put this back. There we go, it's a bit better. And they might Mardrome the Kaedweni, but I doubt it because it plays for so much points on their side. Put that back too. That's perfect. Here. So it's going to be Defender, take care of Melusine, take care of... I don't want to hit it. Like, it's probably worse if I do, isn't it? Here. Because, yeah, then they just start proccing it faster. It's like helping them. Because they'll put down either a priest or a defender and then Melusine, or just Melusine off the side and just try and do it that way. If it's Melusine off the side, we get a really inexpensive muzzle. They're gonna play that game with us. Alright. That's fine, yeah. Here. What can I take out that's a lot of points? Oh, and in this matchup too, I teched for it with them Vincent. I mean, they're just having trouble with that. Yeah. I might take one more just for the extra utility, but I don't feel comfortable playing more than this. Because I want to make sure, like, for example, Melusine comes down now in between the two, that I can still take it with the muzzle, you know what I mean?
Fill our hearts with wrath.
They don't want to play it. There's that. There's that. Do we have another damage ping? I don't. Is there a way to get one? There is. We don't have to take anything special. We'll take one of these because I don't really want to play them later. We can give this crew later on, which is kind of nice. See? It'll have crew now.
Tomorrow we sup at home.
I guess that's fine. I don't really want to play onto melee. I think I'm just going to play onto ranged.
No horse.
Just get the extra point and chill. they're pushing hard. They must have drew very poorly. Like, we played Amphibious, they played all bronzes. Honestly, though, the long round 3 is pretty attractive to me. Because now we have everything we need to answer all the problems. And they have no carryover. Okay, one sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. I want to play Radovid, but I don't. Like, Radovid might wait till the next round. We won last game without even using Amphibious, and that was deliberate, so I don't feel too bad about it here. Let's see. It's tough, because I know that they have so many ways to actually just go and throw down a ton of points. You know what I mean? But I don't really want to take this with me into next round and then do the most. So... yeah, I don't want to get stuck either. What if I just take one and we'll assess? Because they might take like some type of removal and they might overspend. Whoa. Okay. What's it gonna be? 11 points? Is that enough?
Gotta go with your gut.
Float that to scare them? You know what I mean? Like, they won't want to play Melusine maybe next? Just want to have my leader charge and leave, please. If I wanted to play a little safer, I probably would have just taken the 1 and then went on to the long round 3. Actually, that works perfectly. Offensive Marjoram gets it so that I get my card back and they still haven't done anything, so... I think what we have to do... okay, that's tough. That's really tough. They'll resurrect Melusine first turn next round. If they don't, then we go take Squirrel first turn next round. I gotta get rid of the Defender. We have to Heatwave the Sigvald. That's kind of what it comes down to. Okay. John goes into Bombardment or the Winch. We put back Pride. We get this, which is great. I pull... well, we don't get that. Hands down, though, they probably just get rid of Squirrel. Like, they probably prevent us from getting a good Squirrel. It's hard to say. I feel like if I get rid of it, then I'm going to feel pretty bad about it. Alright, so they took Defender. Let's take our Squirrel. We got to get Scenario down quick, because if they do the whole Nut Callus into Sigvald thing, they can start deleting our engines one by one. So it's kind of... that's the only thing I'm worried about here. I want to muzzle this. And then I want to Heatwave Sigvald. It's like the only way, otherwise they keep bringing this back, and it feels really bad. Which is, it's not difficult to get this into muzzle territory, you know? What's nice too is that currently they have nothing to resurrect that is really game changing. And this helps. Here. There's Sigvald. Terrifying, actually. Damn. Alright, so I can hit that. And then you can do this again. Just hope that we don't hit too much of the shit that we need. I don't want to hit the defender because I'm taking it. Make them think we forgot it. Okay. The game changes right now. And take a muzzle. We gotta heat wave that now. Just like gone, you know? What else would they have? Ah, they forgot to do it. It doesn't work like that. They have to wait till the end of this turn, so we're safe. This one's protected.
Talk not the creeds of
Play for like 30 points if we don't, you know, finish. We'll kill this so they have nothing to kill to heal. Here. I can go back. I can go dead. Let me just heat with that. They take Fukusha late, maybe on a Herald. It's not really that bad. Play Herald. And then just put, yeah. John into bombardment once we play this stuff.
He shall be mine forever.
It's inevitable though. We're getting clipped by, you know, some damage stuff. Callus is pretty bad here too. I think now we gotta go for it.
One piece, fight for it.
Here. Fearless is bad. But so is this. It's just, geez, I think I have to take the value play. That's tough. They have too much to heal. Like, they heal the 7 and just damage a 1. I gotta take that bombardment right now.
What do you need?
It's gonna be not the defender. Okay, that's... yeah.
Trophies I need.
It's pretty close, but I actually think we still win this, no problem. Not a snipe, good. Okay, less units is kind of ideal, you know? John, bomb, this. Don't hit the ones we're looking for. It's gotta be this, doesn't it? Just get rid of both of those. This will stick, but at this point, I don't think it's enough points. We do get one more try. So they'll probably take Callus to kill Pride, which is whatever. If the rain doesn't kill Battering Ram, we get the extra Battering Ram. And since we're up by so many points, I don't think it matters. They take Oniro and they go into... Okay, they got the room for it. 12 plus the 6. Plus 3, give or take. Yeah. Come on, guys. We just need this rain to hit. Like, we have 6... They roped before they could take leader. Let's have a look here. Rain didn't hit. 6 points. 6 points. It would have been a tie. Actually, we would have won by 1. We got the Stockpile mirror coming up here. I think I want Heatwave ASAP, right? Two of these kind of expensive. Yeah, damn. There's nothing we can do about it either. Okay. What if I take... What if we do a Henselt for a Carabalista and just have them go in on both sides so that we can try to remove as much as possible?
You want peace? Fight for it.
And then we have the winch. I wish I kept the second winch, but it is what it is. I feel like I have to win round 1, otherwise we're screwed. Use these, use Revenant and Melee, and just try and clean up that way, and then... You know, it is what it is. We've got this too. Yeah, it kind of works out. They take that there. Bombardment feels less attractive, but... I think the sooner we get them online, the better. They're not crew, so at least they're not going to target the Henselt. Still feels bad to have that like that, though. Two points. Ah. If I go John... That's the play.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
And then we'll use this, we'll take the wench, and we're just feeling pretty good here. They play that range, they don't have zeal. Two, three. That's so perfect. Just that. There we go. I think now we have them trapped. Mutagenerator's just too slow, but the problem is now they have Hensalt for later, but it's not like we're using everything. Like, we still have Pride, and I haven't committed any really big plays, you know? This will be huge, the Reinforced Ballista. Okay, what I'll do is this is boost by 2 instead of vitality 2 if I have down the Kaedweni. So we'll put down the Kaedweni on melee, and then we will we'll do the rest. I want actual pings. They're thirsty. Reinforced Ballista takes out the Kaed. Okay, they don't have it. Maybe it's boiling? Whoops. There's that. I don't know. Looks pretty past, doesn't it? Yeah. They got a couple summons, and they got 1, 2, 3, 4 plays, which is quite a lot. We do get our Amphibious back. Maybe this is the round where we're trying to collect our hand. See what we got going on.
Not your lucky day.
Okay, so next up here we got Battle Trance. Bardrome could be scary for Rev, but I think I'm willing to try it. Vincent could be actually quite effective if they're running Melusine. We have to find out. Sigvald as well could be something really good. The bleeding would kill it. Afterwards, right? Let's see here. This could be huge. Squirrel. We are... I kind of want to... I don't get the time, I don't think, for 2 slow plays. We'll take 1. Put this back for now. I don't think it's a Hensalt round 1 type play. We'll see. Ah. It doesn't boost itself, so... You know... I'm gonna float it like that and try and just get rid of it with a squirrel. It won't be boosted, so it'll be really nice to see, and hopefully you guys like this one. Here.
Why not like it? You sure as shit need me. Tomorrow we sup at home.
Are they taunting? Poor Melu. When you get what you're looking for with your target card, there's the Sigvald. We just heatwave that now. Let's let them build it up a little bit. We didn't let them build up the Melusine because the rain, it would be really bad. But I think we can afford to go and, you know, actually get some pings in there so we can, you know, get this to work a little bit more, carry a little bit more. Callus is expensive in round 1. I don't know how I feel about all this. I have a muzzle though, and I have a heat wave, and they have probably Fukusha. I mean, this could just very well be self-wound with Battle Trance Leader disguised. You know what I mean? So in that case, it would be important to deal with the Sigvald early. And then we can just muzzle the Callus. Just in case they have a defender. And I think if they play here, we go ahead and we pass. Because obviously tempo was super slow on that one. They think we probably have Amphibious, so I could see them playing. That was a good pass for them though. Let's see. I mean, I don't have the grinding hand, right? We missed like everything. So I think I just let them have it. I think it was worth it to get rid of Melusine and to get rid of Sigvald in round 1. Very inexpensively, right? Just one heat wave and Vincent. I'm gonna say we just pass here. They played a lot of cards. And we have a actually pretty good shot defending because they're engine based and we're heavy control. So we just gotta get our scenario down quick and just get everything dealt with like that. There's the muzzle, good to go. I don't really like the random hits as much in this matchup. We get Amphibious, we get the Thin here, we've got the muzzle. A couple Warfares don't hurt, but a lot of Warfares are kind of bad. I'm sure winches are fair. Like, yeah, we have access to everything except for Radovid. That could be a round 3 winner. And we got to get a bunch of points out there as quick as possible. We go, what, Amphibious into Reinforced.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
You know, they might still have Scenario. That could be the thing, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3 pings gets it. 1, 2... They could take a Mardrome off of it, though. I think it's worth 1 leader charge if we take a muzzle. Sometimes Battle Trance has Heat Wave. That's Fukusha for Callus, right? Yeah. That's doomed as well, which is great. Okay, 1. Get the 2. Get the 3, because they're trying to 2-0. Take it. There. Ah. So they're probably dumping Scenario here. Oh, okay. But how do they injure this so that they can replay it? Is the big question. I'm gonna say we start chipping it. 18, no rain. We've got time to play. Put this here so there's possible we get crew. Up by the 1. This is locked so we don't get the armor. Maybe they're relying solely on the priests to hit it, essentially, to get it down to 5. I think that this is like the less strong version of the deck. Okay, there we go. That's what they're doing. That's an interesting play on it. It's at the end of the turn though, so it makes removing it easier. We just take a winch, I think. There, we should be able to get out of here with Siege still. But I don't know, they might just play in pretty hard, you know? A lot of cards left to Temple Pass. Okay. Keep in mind this leader heals, right? Henselt plays 1, this plays 2. Do we have any more? We do have more. So we don't have to worry about playing sieges, you know? I think it's this because the resupply off these two. We gotta get these down first. There's no way they 2-0. I don't even think Scenario would be enough to 2-0 here. Get rid of that because it keeps healing. And then we'll take this one first, right? No crew, but it's whatever. We got a really good cooldown on everything. That's probably where they pass. I have to make a choice though. Like, it might be worth trying to go in so hard. Like, Henselt in for even a siege tower. And then just cranking it so that we can get that temple pass essentially. But I don't know. As long as they want to trade, I don't think we have much going on. Like, we have to play into it. Here. Go there.
In one piece, fight for it.
Take 1. I gotta create the gap, honestly. Yeah, and then win should just be enough. Keep in mind if they have Heatwave, it plays for 10 plus points. And then they have Leader, which plays for, in this case, probably 6-7 points. So then that basically puts them in that spot. I think we did alright. What I want here would be Radovid from hand, and then Pride, and then Carabalista. That would be kind of... There we go. So this goes back until we find a siege, basically. This can help us draw. It's going to be this. There. Do we take Pride or do we take Carol? That's the big question. We don't need both. Pride's probably more points. But Carol gets the bigger boost. Let's let them get a bit more of a board state, I think. Actually...
Just one more, sir.
Come on.
Pass on
That's
every
good.
10th.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Next up is gonna be the bombardment, so we have to be careful. Let's have a look here. It's gonna be Caraballista at this point. If they have scenario, they're taking it here. They don't. That's gonna make for a lot of points. Hit like just one on each, please. Gross. Take the marjoram on what? Offensively, okay. I think we still have a shot to win. The 3 leader charges play for a lot of points. Actually, it could very well just be Pride still. Because the crew is possible here. We get the extra charges. Like, I don't see why we wouldn't do it. Plays for too many points. We don't even have to hit that one. Let's put that one back. Is there a way to get it out there quicker though? I'm just trying to do the math on it here. I think we take the Foltest Pride here. There's that. And then this goes. And then we got that. Good. Next turn it resets, we redo it, we winch.
What do you need?
Callus is gone, Defender's gone, it's gonna be Berna. It's the highest amount of points. Oh, the 8, yeah.
And then some.
We get 2 of these the same turn, massive. Here. There's no reason to push this back right now. In fact, it plays into like some miscellaneous roll punish, so let's just not. There we go.